think this more or less panned out as you wanted to, right? You finished the contract on the last fight. You said you wanted to get a deal done, wanted a return fairly soon, and it all panned out that way.
Yeah, worked out really well for me, and hopefully Saturday night goes just as smooth.
Yeah. Was there anything, I mean, like in that process that took you off guard, or did you basically get more or less what you want from the UFC on top, financially, and then getting a fight?
I mean, I like the deal for where I'm at, and I'm still working for the UFC, which is where I want to be, so I got no complaints.
Perfect. And then they come to you. Interesting matchup with Eryk. Was he, obviously he's kind of bounced between light heavyweight and middleweight. Was he someone on your radar to potentially fight one day at all?
At one point, yeah, but then I thought he had moved up for good, it seemed like. But when you look back at his fights, he did kind of bounce around. So I was like, okay, probably just trying to figure out still what the best move is. But I'll happily take the fight.
Yeah. What do you find interesting about this matchup? What threats do you think he poses? That kind of stuff.
I mean, he's got big power. He's decently explosive. He's an athlete. Other than that, he's just a tough guy. He gets a lot of wins by knockout, and that's probably finish-wise what you would expect out of him. And even if you don't get clipped by him, it's still going to be a fight. He's a tough guy, and he'll gas a little bit, but even when he gasses, he doesn't give up. And that's one thing I like about this fight is he'll keep coming.
You had a chance to feel Thiago Santos in the cage when he matched up for the title fight. Was the way the fight went down what you were expecting, being having experience you do with him in the cage?
I thought John would have tried to take him down more. If you get him to the mat and maybe finish him. But I think maybe he wanted to prove a point, striking, being like, I can be on the feet. So, but otherwise, that was great to see him go 5 rounds, especially in the condition he was in. Like, that dude is so tough for that, especially.
And I don't know if this is accurate, but do you play the alto saxophone?
I do.
Is that?
Yes, that's accurate.
I mean, what's the difference between a regular saxophone and the alto saxophone?
Well, there's like
there's
3 or 4 different kinds of saxophone. You got a soprano saxophone, which is the smallest.
Yeah.
And then you've got the alto sax, which is kind of in the middle. Tenor's in the middle also. And then there's the baritone sax, is real big, got the loops through it and all that stuff. So I was a band geek when I was younger. And like alto sax generally leads on melody for most groups. And then the tenor sax is usually featured more for like solos and stuff. And you'll see like in a lot of even old school rock bands, when you hear the saxophone solos, that's a tenor.
Okay. How big is the alto saxophone?
It's probably about yay big.
So fairly pretty portable.
Yeah, probably come down to like my belly button. Yeah, it's portable. If I ever wanted to bring it, it would be possible.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't bring it during fight weeks?
No, I don't bring it during. I save my lungs for the training for fight week. Yeah.
Yeah. And you still play on a regular basis?
I wouldn't say a regular basis, but I can still play pretty decently for the amount of time I've taken off. I warm up a little bit here and there, and there's still a couple songs that I got down pretty good.
What songs?
We used to play Them Changes a lot, which is an older song. I think it was in Remember the Titans, but if you heard it, you'd probably recognize it.
Okay.
So, and Georgia on My Mind, that used to be my feature back in the day when I was in high school. So another really good Ray Charles song.
Nice. Is this your 41st professional fight?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think it is. Wow, that's a lot of fights. Are you starting to get like a lot the attention like that you are now, like later into your career? You've gone. 40 fights is a lot. That's 2 fight careers for some people. Getting this attention so late in the career, isn't it kind of sweet? Like, is it a nice payoff?
Yeah, the attention doesn't really change anything. I'm looking for the big fights and prove something to myself, and the big checks. So, and really, I think it could be more than 41 fights because I got quite a few undocumented fights that were like still real, sanctioned fights, but for whatever reason it was before everything was regulated, so they didn't get recorded for whatever reason. So, but it's not a bad thing, and I've had time to grow as a person, so I feel like it's easier for me to deal with it.
Well, that was kind of what I was alluding to, was the big fights, and kind of with the exposure comes those opportunities.
Right.
Do you have any interest in mind moving forward, like any names or anything like that?
I'm gonna take care of Saturday night first, and then I got a couple ideas.
Yeah. And Eryk, I don't believe he's ever been submitted. Have you taken notice of that? And what do you make of it? Because you're pretty good with submissions.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't looked at it. You know, I fought guys that have never been finished. I fought guys that have never been submitted. I fought guys that have never lost, period. And it hasn't ever really stopped me from finding their neck. So
Yeah.
I'm not too concerned about it.
But when you studied him, did that ever come through your mind or your coaches?
No, I never really looked into it. I mean, I'm looking for tendencies and things that I know he's going to do in the fight.
Yeah.
And other than that, just, you know, finding ways that I can implement my game plan the easiest.
Do you think you're the best grappler he's fought?
In this fight? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't even think Eryk would question that if
I
we're
think
talking
you're
straight
the
grab.
best grappler he's fought.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fought.
Yeah.
I'd have to look through his record. Off the top of my head, I'd probably say yes, but I can't think of everyone he's fought, so.